Okay, so welcome back. Now we're going to talk about what's called the frustum or frustum, if you, I think it's Latin, the frustum of a cone or a pyramid. Okay, so now, what is a frustum? Well, think about in the case of a pyramid or a cone, look what we've done here. So basically you have a cone and you sliced off the top part. Okay? Or if you have a pyramid and you just took a knife and you sliced off the top part. Okay? And so what you have is you have this missing piece at the top, and the bottom piece is the frustum. So you have the frustum of the cone and the frustum of the pyramid. Okay? So what happens is you've got to calculate the volume of this thing. Well, one way to calculate is think about it that you've got this bigger pyramid, or not pyramid, a bigger cone, right? So if you imagine, that's why I drew the dotted line here. So imagine that this was a complete cone. You would have a height of this cone, right? Well, to calculate the volume of the frustum is you would calculate the volume of the cone, and then you would, the bigger cone, right? And then you would calculate the volume of the smaller cone, and then subtract the two. And likewise here, you would calculate the volume of the larger pyramid, and then you would calculate the smaller pyramid that was cut off, and then if you subtract those two volumes, then you get the volume of the frustum. Okay? Now, in general, the formula is this. So the volume of a frustum for a cone or for a pyramid is given by the following formula of 1/3 times the height. Well, what's the height? That's the question. So just to clarify, when we're talking about the height, okay, excuse me. So when we're talking about the height, we're not talking about the height of the pyramid or the cone if the whole cone was there. We're talking about the height is from the top here to the base. Okay, or if you want to consider this is base 1 and base 2, right? Okay. Likewise here, the height of this thing is from the top base to the bottom base. So this is the height and this is the height. Okay? So basically we're getting rid of the top and so this just goes like that. Okay? And so what's the formula? It says 1/3 times the height, okay, times the quantity. What's this quantity? You take the area of base 1, you take the area of base 2, plus the square root of the product of the area of the bases. So again, B1 represents the area of base 1, B2 represents the area of base 2, and H equals the height of the frustum. Okay? And this is the formula you want to use to calculate for the volume of this or that. Okay? The cone or the pyramid. So now let's do some examples.